And I've got to say, I can't believe that after all this time driving around in this van, I've not used that before. An absolute revelation. So how do you stay warm in a van, especially when the temperature goes down to -7? Well, that's what it was last night, and the night before it was -6. Now, I've got an Erbisbacher heater, which has been installed in this van, and I do use it, and it's very good, but it does use your fuel. It doesn't use a lot, but it uses enough. And I don't like to keep it on all night anymore. I've also got a duvet which sits up in the roof, and I have used it when I'm at campsites and what have you, but I don't tend to use it when I'm stealth camping because I have to keep popping the roof, and that kind of gives it all away. But it's there if I need it. But what I do is I have a couple of sleeping bags at different seasons. And I've just doubled them up. But the thing that's given me greatest joy is a new thing for me, but a centuries-old invention, and it's the humble hot water bottle. I brought it on this trip, and I've got to say, I can't believe that after all this time driving around in this van, I've not used that before. An absolute revelation. The only fear is that you don't seal it up properly and it leaks all over the place, but it is just water. But at this moment in time, I've been colder in this van at warmer temperatures, and that hot water bottle is the reason why I've been told to the last couple of nights. Absolutely fantastic. And all I'll say is, forget about the latest and greatest and all the technical stuff and all that wizardry. Centuries old invention. Have one in your van. Use it. Great. The journeys that I embark on seem to be quite a lot of distance, quite a lot of travelling being done, and not a lot of consolidation. I'm taking in the actual location that I find myself at. Each their own, I suppose. I have things in my mind that I want to go and see and do. I get them done, and then I move on. And I think I've said this a few times already. For some people it is that destination, and they will travel to that destination clearly. But for me, most of my enjoyment comes from the actual journey, the travelling and the solace. Just time to think and unwind from work and just get things straight in your head. So I will apologise, and I do a lot of apologising in my videos, that I possibly haven't shown some other places to their fullest extent. I definitely didn't show Poland to its fullest extent. I mean, I just kind of head down and chug through that. But Lithuania, beautiful country, and the people are really friendly, and I'm not sure that I captured that. Latvia, that I'm currently in now, when I'm going to stop off in Riga and have a little bit of a wander around, weather permitting, and all sorts. And then Estonia, which is the furthest east and I'm going to go. And what I'll do is when I get to Estonia, I will consolidate and I'll have a look around there, because actually that is the destination for me on this Eastern European tour. So I'll give it a couple of days, see what that brings, and then I'm going to have to head back. But I suppose this is all about your own personal kind of journeys, your own personal trips, not just to be melancholy or anything like that. And you've got to make of these things what you make of them. But you've got to start by getting out there. And I think I was one of those individuals that many years ago that said, oh, if only I could do that, and oh, you're so lucky and so jammy to go there and all the rest of it. Well, no one's going to take you there. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what, just go and do it. And I haven't looked back, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my time. And hopefully there'll be many of these trips to come. So that's my thought for the day anyway. Get out there and enjoy yourself.
I've been running most of my life, blowing smoke everywhere around. I've been searching, but I can't seem to find someone that can hold me through the night. I'll count to 10, then open up my eyes. If you're gone, I'll take it as a sign. But if you stay, then baby hold me tight and send me off with the words of a lullaby. With the words of a lullaby.
Before I set off, I forgot to mention, whilst I was wandering around Riga, it suddenly occurred to me that there was something that I actually wanted to go and see. And that was the KGB building. Now, clearly, it's not a KGB building now, but it has been turned into a museum for all things KGB. And there was a tour that was supposed to be going on. Well, I got there, and unfortunately, it was closed. And it seems to be a running theme around the winter touring type of affair. And this was the same when I went to Feat.Ether in Corsica. Sometimes, because of the time of year, some of these interesting sites are not available to the public. And it's a shame that I've driven all this way, over 1,700 miles. And unfortunately, I can't get in to see it. There was another museum that was attached or associated with this KGB building, and it was further on down into the town, but for the life of me, one, I couldn't find a suitable parking space to park something this big, and secondly, I couldn't find the building in any case, so that's the reason why my visit to Riga was cut short. That said, I echo what I've recently been going on about. It's still a great place to come. So if you're over this way, go there.